What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So in this video, I want to take you guys through some coins that you guys can buy right now that are a really good purchase right now at some of these lows. And after seeing a little bit of a comeback for some coins today, and not really like a crazy comeback when it comes to percentage wise, I mean, it dropped a crazy percentage like 20% and then went back to being down like 10% rather than being down 20+%, right? So we're going to take you through some coins that I think are a great opportunity right now, a great option right now, and hopefully you guys see the same thing. Remember, take everything I say with a grain of salt. It's all my opinion. This is not financial advice. I try and do the best I can to give you some great things that I see, because these are positions that I buy, and I don't want to push any other position that I'm not buying on you. So some people will ask me, hey, why don't you push any other positions that you don't physically have? Well, obviously, if I see them as a great buy, I'm going to hold them. So a lot of times that will be the case. Now, if I see it as a great opportunity and I haven't bought yet, that's a different scenario. But anyways, guys, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We have a few coins to go through, I think about 6. And this by no means is the only coins or are the only coins that are out there. There's a ton of opportunity that's out there. So just understand that. So if I don't mention a coin, know that I've talked about it in the past, that I do support that coin, but these are some opportunities that I see as of right now for maybe the shorter term, or looking at more of a longer term, maybe a year or, a year and a half. But you can also see some massive movements in the next, couple of months in some of these. So make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. If you guys want to check out the Profit Apparel store, feel free to check out profitsapparel.com and you will get a link to my store. So anyways, let's go ahead and dive into this. The first position that we're looking at is Anchor. Now, I talked about this in my live stream and how Anchor is a great price. Somebody mentioned ACH, and I said I have ACH, but I do think that Anchor is a really, really good price. Now, I'm holding 10,000 of Anchor at a level of around 6 cents. And what's great is, yes, it has come back quite a bit, but a lot of people didn't see where the high actually was with this. You have 8.2 billion circulating supply, which is not crazy high. It is, on the higher side when you look at a lot of the coins that I do have where I'm holding things that are in the millions. But 8.2 billion supply is not a crazy amount. It has 46 days of typical hold time, so people are holding it for a long period of time. Popularity is 57th. You also see the market cap is at 504 million. So if it does get to a level of 12 cents, you're going to see it at $1 billion mark, which would be a point to where it could double in the short term. Now, what I wanted to look at, what I wanted to point out here was, as we go back and we start to look at different figures, we see that, or different time periods, we see it was down 30% over the last week. Over the last month, it's down 44%. But you can see where that actually got to multiple times, right? It got up to 17 cents. That would definitely see a decent size increase from 6 cents all the way up to 17 cents, right? And then also seeing it increase even more than that up to this level of 23 cents, right? So it shows a lot of potential just based on history, and seeing where it is and how it gets to 6 cents and actually bounces off of that level around 5 to 6 cents. So it shows a lot of positivity from this level where it actually is, from the level of 6 cents. So remember, I decided to buy into this. This was one of my first positions that I bought into on Coinbase. And as it started to grow, I started to up my investment. And it is a great position, obviously, with just understanding history there and understanding the circulating supply, the amount of typical hold time. I love looking at it. So that's the first position. The next position that I wanted to go into was a position that I recently invested into, and it's OMG. OMG Network is currently at $4. Now, the reason why I'm so bullish on this, again, is history. Most of it is related to history, and you understand the popularity behind it. And the good thing that I love about this position, which you don't see in multiple positions or, other positions out there, is 100% typical, or 100% not typical hold time, 100% total supply. The typical hold time is high as well, 54 days, but 100% total supply at 140 million. This is only sitting at a $525 million market cap. And it's been a lot higher when it comes to the market cap. So if we go out a week, we're going to see down 34%, out a month, down 40%, and a year, you're going to see the clear picture of where this is at. You're going to see that this is down to a level of $3 here in June, before increasing to a level of $16, and then finding a a consolidation level somewhere around $13 to $14 before increasing to $20. Now, this is big, right? Because you can see that obviously 5x from the price that it is now up to $20. But get this, that is not even the highest market cap that it can possibly get to. Right? You understand that a lot of times that things that have a high typical hold time will have a higher market cap sometime in the future, right? You could see all of these coins that have a high typical hold time get up to a higher and higher market cap, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, whatever those are, right? You have a high typical hold time and the market cap can go insane, right? It can go up to a level, let's say, of 10 billion, which is not crazy. But you look at 10 billion and that's like a 20x that you would have right now. So definitely shows a ton of potential where we are at $4. And that's why I hold 600 coins of OMG, and I wanted to hold 1,000. That was the max that I want to hold before I end up moving on to a different position. And right now will be a great opportunity to buy more, because if I wanted to get up to that level, literally I would only have to buy what, $1,600 worth right now, and it would get me up to the level where I want to be of 1,000. So I think it's a great opportunity. Anywhere below, I first invested at $9 and it grew all the way up to 20. And then I invested more as it did go lower. And I just recently invested somewhere around, I think it was $6 or so. So I'm really excited. It might be below $6. I think it was $5.50, but I'm really excited for where this is and where it's going to be, because OMG is definitely going to be pretty big. The next position that I have over here is a position that some of you are familiar with. It is Gitcoin. All right, let's actually change this. Can't type. It is Gitcoin. Gitcoin is a great position, currently at $6.69. It did go down to a low of $5.87. But this definitely shows a lot of potential here, because from what I gained in the past, I've gained twice on this. I've gained up to $14 in this. It went from $7 to $14. Thank you for subscribing, Bernard. I appreciate it. But it went from $7 to $14, which I did sell some, and then it went up to $28 or $29 recently. And you could see this doesn't have a high typical hold time. You know, the typical hold time is only 8 days. High popularity, you know, it's not like high as in like number one, it's high as in like lower on the list, I guess. So 108th in popularity, 14.2 million circulating supply. So currently the market cap's only at 100 million. So seeing it get up to that average level of $1 billion shows a lot of potential from here. And you could see where it was in the past, jumping up to that level of $29, did decrease pretty quickly and then did hold somewhere around $14 or $15. So it shows a lot of potential as you do get in at some of these lows. And I think it creates an opportunity to get in now. If you're just starting to get into cryptocurrency now, a lot of these are great positions, in my opinion. The next position that we have here is one that I recently talked about as well. It is KRL. KRL is currently at 88 cents, right? 88 cents is very, very low for this position. Now, it did recently get to 116, but let's look at some of the highs. You know, seeing it get up to that high of about $4.61 is absolutely huge. Seeing only a circulating supply of 38 is kind of low risk, high reward here, right? You may have to wait a couple of months, maybe a year or so, to actually see massive benefits out of it. But it has low risk, high reward. I have about 4,500 of KRL, and I will continue to buy more. I want to hold around 10,000, and now would have been a great time, but I'd actually put my money in so many other places. There's just too many things to buy right now. So KRL is definitely a great position to get into. Currently, the popularity is very, very low, I guess, at 136 on the list, and you're also seeing the typical hold time pretty low. But the market cap, you see the positivity there. You see the popularity, the potential at 33 million coins there, 33 million market cap. Now we're getting into the next one, which is one that I just recently made a video on, and that position is Compound. Compound just has a lot going for it. I understand that this doesn't have as much potential as some other ones that are at $1, but it's currently at $123. understand that this position doesn't hover around this level for long. It has typical hold time of 11 days. People don't hold it for long. Popularity is, pretty high. It's somewhere in the middle, right? You only have 6.5 million comp coins that are out there. Well, right now at the total supply, it would be 10 million, but right now it's 6.5 million. The market cap is $804 million. But if we look at some of the history and understanding where this has gone in all of its history, right? Seeing it at some of these levels in all this history, it doesn't creep below this level too often, right? You see it hover around that level of $300, $400, getting to $900. When we see this boom, this is going to be one of those positions that really jumps. And as long as you have a decent sized position into it, you're going to see something pretty big with this growth. Now, it did start coming down after seeing that increase from 241 up to about 3 something, 4 something, almost 5 something, right? And then seeing that level out and starting to fall a little bit, getting to where it is now. Remember, this is a low. Right? This is a low point that you don't typically see since the beginning of, Compound, since it was actually launched, right? You don't see that low of a price. So I think this is definitely a huge opportunity with all of this that shows a ton of potential. And the last one that I have on here, and just understand that this is not the absolute last one that I have on my list because there's so much opportunity out there. The last one is Loopring. Loopring, obviously, I support it. There's so many people on both sides saying Loopring is gone, Loopring is dead, Loopring is big, Loopring is alive. It's gonna really change the game, and I believe that, right? I believe that Loopring has a lot of positivity, a lot of popularity. One, based on history. Two, based on the amount of people that are holding it. You do have popularity in the range of 42nd on the list. If we're looking at over a year and we see where this has gone, like it's gone all the way up to almost $4, right? And then started to really decrease and continue to decrease as the market was really falling. So it wasn't just Loopring at some of those levels, but it creates more and more of an opportunity as it gets lower and lower. I would love to see it at these levels of 40 cents. And that's where I would honestly make a ton of investment into it. But currently I want to make an investment, but I ended up not making another investment into it, not buying another investment into it because I did buy into other positions and go all in other positions. But this is definitely next on my list. After I have Krill, after I make that investment, this is next on my list. And it depends. As this starts going lower, if it does go lower, then it will create more and more of an opportunity. But this definitely shows a lot of positivity as I go into it. That's why I have it 6th on my list, because it's not something that I'm going to get into right now. It definitely shows a ton of potential from here, but it's one of those positions that I will say I'm kind of waiting on. I have 1,200 already. I have my foot in the door, but I think I need a little bit more of a decrease in price. At 69 cents where it was before, that would have been a great price, but I missed that investment point. So we'll wait a little bit, but I do think that is a great opportunity to get into, to see that grow up to a level of $4, $3, actually skyrocket there. So you let me know your opinion on all of these positions. I have 6 that are on my list. Obviously, I have a ton more that I can get into, which you can see my portfolio. I have a ton more that I can get into, which do have lower lows, which creates more opportunity. But make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. Let me know if you like this video. If you enjoyed this at all, feel free to hit that like button because it does help me out. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.